Sorry guys, there was some technical issue. I just got information that I was not audible throughout like whatever information I've just shared till now. I was not audible at all. So I'm really sorry about that. I think many people joined in and I was just blabbering here and nobody was able to hear me. So I'm really sorry. Let's begin again and I'm really sorry about this technical glitch. So this video is about the latest immigration news which we have got, that immigration has started taking applications for 1,000 students who wish to study in New Zealand. So this is the exciting news which I was sharing from last 10 minutes and nobody was able to hear me. You guys must be thinking that this guy is saying something, but why we are not able to hear him. So the problem was that I was on mute. So now we have sorted that problem out, and the whole news is quite exciting that New Zealand has started taking application and they are going to invite 1,000 students to study in New Zealand for 2022 intake. Out of these 1,000 students, 400 students are going to be for the pilot training, 400 are for the master's program, and 200 are for bachelor's or undergraduate programs. So if you are if you were thinking that you have a gap, you have Ielts issue or anything that sort of a problem, then you can definitely try out and apply for New Zealand because they accept gap, they accept the low Ielts score, as well as they have a quite flexible immigration requirement. So if you are planning to study in New Zealand, then you can definitely this is the right time where you can make those application. Recently, from today itself, Australia also opened their borders for their citizen and permanent resident that they can travel abroad, and that is something which is quite an exciting news for New Zealand and Australia at the same time. So we are quite hopeful that we will going to get few huge numbers of students who will be switching to New Zealand. So we are quite excited. So guys, there are a lot of flying school which are available where you can take the pilot training, and then there are 8 universities in New Zealand where you can apply, like University of Auckland, Auckland University of Technology. You also have Waikato, Massey, Lincoln, Otago, Canterbury, all these universities which are available in New Zealand, and their requirement is quite flexible in terms of the IELTS. 6.5, no less than 6 is their requirement for the master's degree, and you get a 3 years of post-study work visa. No other country offer you 3 years of post-study work visa for 3 years after doing only 1 year of master's degree. And this master's degree, you complete this master's degree within 1 year. So 1 year of study will give you 3 years of post-study work visa. Isn't it exciting? If it is, then give it a thumbs up or like this video. And you guys must have few questions also, so you can just write it down in the comment box. I asked this thing quite a few times, but since I was on mute, you guys must have not heard it. So if you have any question, then do write in the comment box so that I can answer those questions. I'm just waiting for get couple of questions so that we can make it more interactive. We can have participation from you guys also. Immigration this time is going to be quite lenient because this whole education industry has been on toss and many students had to suffer. There were students who got stuck in India. They want to go back and complete their study. and then there are new students who want to take the admission and study in New Zealand. So there will be a lot of student who wants to study in New Zealand. So I would really want you to कि अगर आपका कोई भी question है, then please write it down in the comment box. If you have, if you are from any other language also, आप हिंदी में भी लिख सकते हैं. That's not a problem. I can definitely answer your question. So the whole update is all about that. New Zealand has started taking the application for January 22 intake, and they are going to be quite lenient in terms of issuing the visa as well as the admission. So it's exciting time for everyone that we can apply for New Zealand master's degree and get the visa for New Zealand. So anybody has any question regarding this? So we'll just wait for a minute. If anybody has any question, then you can write it in the comment box, or we'll just okay. 5.5 in reading, overall 6.5. Yes, you can apply definitely. Makka you can definitely apply. There is MIT University, sorry, MIT College, which is in Auckland. That can take your application, as well as RI Institute of Canterbury, which is in Christchurch. We can also apply for universities if you are looking forward for particularly in universities. Otherwise, ये दो ऐसे colleges हैं जो बहुत ही reputed है, इनके programs बहुत अच्छे हैं, इनका acceptance rate बहुत high है. So MIT is one of them, which is in Auckland. And if you want to go for a college which is outside Auckland, then you can go for RI Institute of Canterbury, which is in Christchurch. You can also go for Otago Polytechnic, which is in Otago Polytechnic is in Hamilton, as well as in this Wellington. Sorry. Okay. Will I need to show funds? Yes. The fund requirement is 6.5 lakh approximately. So FTS is something which you need to take care of. As per the current standing rules of immigration, you need 6 months old funds. However, if you take the education loan, then this old funds you don't require. So the better way is either you can maintain the funds from now itself that you want to study in New Zealand. So it's better if you'll maintain the funds from now itself for next 6 months. You can do that in the form of FD, and if not, then you can go for education loan, and that can take care of your application. So New Zealand की requirement है कि 6.5 lakh approximately needs to be your 6 months old. तो अगर आप वो take care करते हैं, then you can apply. The funds can be taken care of by that, like that. Anybody else has a question? I've got more people who have joined in. If you guys have any question regarding New Zealand process, admission requirement, funds, then we can take those questions. Immigration has no option for funds, how much money will require in total landing in New Zealand. So let's suppose, for example, you are going for a graduate diploma or a postgraduate diploma, which fee on which the fees is roughly around 10 lakhs, for example. So you need 10 lakh rupees for your education, then you need another 7.5 for your FTS. So in total, I'm looking at somewhere around 18 to 19 lakhs of rupees, which needs to be 6 months old. So this funds can be in the form of your any kind of saving, like mutual fund, it can be your FD, it can be your PF account, it can be your government provident fund. So any sort of funding which is 6 months or old, that will work for New Zealand. If you do not have this, then education loan, which can be 100%, like you can have 100% education loan, that would work without any problem. So you don't need to have old fund in terms of education loan. So और कोई तरीका नहीं है, it has to be through the education loan, or you need 6 months old funds. So this is something what New Zealand is very particular about, that funds needs to be at least 6 months old, and the sponsor can be any of your blood relatives. So mother, father, brother, sister, then your wife or husband, or your maternal or paternal uh, parents, they can sponsor you. Now, education loan require property. Yes, definitely education loan require property. Any loan above 7.5 lakh require you to mortgage the property. So that is something which you need to take care of without any doubt. So if you are planning to take the education loan, then आपको ये तो करना पड़ेगा, मतलब प्रॉपर्टी मॉर्गेज करनी पड़ेगी. That is something which needs to be there. So New Zealand is quite flexible in terms of the gap Ielts requirement, but funding is something which you need to take care of. Funding needs to be there, which needs to be 6 months old if you are using your own funds. But in terms of university application, 3 months old funds will also work. So that is something which is a relief. So if you're going for a polytechnic or a private college, then you need 6 months old funds. But if you're going for a university education, a master's degree or a PG diploma, graduate diploma, be it any sort of diploma, then you don't need 6 months old funds. There you can study with 3 months old funds also. So guys, 3 months old funds for university and 6 months old for the polytechnic and private college. In last, कैसे return होगा? How much time will provide an education loan? ROI. Okay. So if we talk about the ROI, so let's suppose if you're going for a master's program. So now master's program will cost you somewhere around 10 to 12 lakhs. In New Zealand, you are allowed to work 3 years after the master's degree. So this 3 years is quite a good period to save the money and return the loan. So what we can do, like while you study, you are allowed to work part time for 20 hours. Minimum wage in New Zealand is roughly around $16 an hour. So now 16 into 20 makes how much? $320 an hour times 52 weeks in a year. So 320 times 52, around 17,000 dollars you are going to make, which is equivalent to your 1 year of study. The rest of the amount, the FTS amount, you can save, and you can use it either for returning the amount for the education loan, or you can save it there also. So you get approximately 3 years to make this money without any problem. So 3 साल मिलते हैं आपको. 1 साल में आप पार्ट टाइम जॉब कर सकते हैं, which can take care of your living expenses, and the next 3 years is all for your saving, and you can also apply for your PR if your job falls under the skills shortage list. So आप अगर न्यूजीलैंड जा रहे हैं तो make sure that you choose a course which is relevant to your past education, and then you can take care of your loan also. So I don't think कि loan pay करने में इतनी problem होगा. Definitely you would be able to pay this loan without any problem. If you'll take a master's program which is under skill shortages, you can get the residency as well as you will be able to pay for your visa. Now I've got, if you have liked this answer, then give it a thumbs up so that it encouraged me to find more relevant, useful information. And you can also subscribe to this channel so that whenever we come up with the latest update, which we do on a daily basis, then you can get the information without any problem. Now I've got another question from Yashil Kohli that she's asking, what is the minimum percentage in academics? So New Zealand, like I said, is quite flexible when it comes to the applications and admission. So anything above 40-45% will also work. If we are talking about the government polytechnic colleges or private colleges, but in university, if it's about 60-65%, that is wonderful. So without any problem, you would be able to get. And the best part about New Zealand universities is, even if your percentage is low, they can give you a bridge course. So bridge course will take care of your like they can give you a preparatory course, which is like they'll give you 3 to 6 months of study before actually starting your master's program, and then you can continue your master's program at the university level. So even if your percentage is a bit low and you want to study there, you can definitely apply without any problem. I've got another question from Alpesh Chaudhary. He's asking, sir, I'm late joining this session. So how many bands are required for New Zealand? And I have completed my BE in civil. Okay. So Alpesh, the band requirement for BE is like after you have completed your BE, so you have three options. Either you can go for a graduate diploma, you can go for a postgraduate diploma, or you can go for a master's degree. Now, civil engineering, after civil engineering, you have multiple options like project management, construction project management. You can go for quantity surveying. You can go for highway and road building. Then you can also go for, if you want to go for a management program, then you can go for real estate management. So these are the courses which are available for you, and the IELTS band requirement will depend upon what level of education you are applying to. Like, for example, graduate diploma will require 6 bands each, no band less than 5.5. So even if you have 5.5 in one of the program, that one of the modules, sorry, that will also work. So न्यूजीलैंड की जो रिक्वायरमेंट है वो डिपेंड करती है किस लेवल की पढ़ाई में जा रहे हो. तो अगर ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा है तो 6 ओवरऑल 6, no band less than 5.5 will work. PG 6.5, no band less than 6, and a master's program definitely 6.5, no band less than 6. And the best part about New Zealand is you can take the PT exam also. So आपको IELTS लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can take the PT exam, which is very easy compared to the IELTS. So if you want the training for IELTS or PT, we offer online classes which you can join, and we can take care of your English requirement also. So BE के बाद मैंने आपको बताया कौन कौन से ऑप्शन हैं, कौन कौन से कॉलेजेस हैं, और IELTS requirement is 6.5, no band less than 6 for masters, and 6 each for a PG or a graduate diploma also. So you have all these options. So Alpesh, if you have liked this answer, then give it a thumbs up, like this session so that it can also reach out to other students, and you would be able to help those students if they will watch this video. Who else has a question here? I've got quite a few people watching this session. So guys, ask your question before we wind up this session. I've got another 5 minutes. Canada or New Zealand, sir? Okay. So this is a very interesting question. Obviously, in this video, we are promoting New Zealand. But in my opinion, both of these countries are they have their own benefits. So, like I can gauge from your question that you have some funding thing which you need to take care of. So, if you are not so sure about the funding part, then Canada is the option, because they never ask you the source of the funds. They don't want old funds. They just want to make sure that you have enough funds to pay for your education and for living. So Canada is the answer. But if you are looking forward for a relaxed country where you just want to go without any like IELTS की ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, परसेंटेज की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, वर्क राइट्स अच्छे हैं, आपको पीआर मिल जाएगा, पीआर सेंट्रिक कंट्री है, सो फिर न्यूजीलैंड. सो बोथ द कंट्रीज हैव देयर ओन advantages and disadvantages. Obviously, New Zealand is a smaller economy, Canada is a bigger economy. फिर आपका environment, अभी Canada बहुत harsh, वहाँ पर सर्दियाँ होती हैं. New Zealand is not like that. So depend upon what is समथिंग व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर. अभी किसी के रिलेटिव कनाडा में है, किसी के रिलेटिव न्यूजीलैंड में है, किसी के फ्रेंड्स कहीं पर है. सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन कि किसको क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, किसका क्या इंटरेस्ट है. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन ऑल दीज फैक्टर्स यू कैन डिसाइड. Obviously, funding is something what you need to take care of if you are planning for New Zealand, which needs to be 6 months old. I think that answered the question. I've got another question from Akhilesh. He says, how is marketing in New Zealand? Marketing in New Zealand is quite interesting. So let me give you an example from the population point of view. So let's suppose, Akhilesh, you are from Delhi, and Delhi's population is roughly around 2 crore plus. So if you have a business in if you have a business and depending कि आपको वो business कहाँ तक लेकर जाना है, so you will plan your marketing strategy accordingly. But न्यूजीलैंड के साथ क्या है कि न्यूजीलैंड की population ही 50 लाख है. तो अभी 50 लाख लोगों तक पहुंचने के लिए how creatively you can think and how creatively you can pull off the marketing campaigns. If you are able to gauge this, then I would definitely recommend you to go to New Zealand and study marketing, क्योंकि वहां पर marketing में नाम बनाना तो बहुत easy है, क्योंकि country छोटी सी है, वहां पर fight कम होगी, आप easily अपना नाम बना सकते हो. तो ये एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्टर है जब भी आप मार्केटिंग को करें, मार्केटिंग को कंसिडर करें कि पॉपुलेशन बहुत छोटी है. तो इस पॉपुलेशन के हिसाब से यू कैन डिसाइड एंड सी कि आप किस तरीके से वहां पर पुल ऑफ कर सकते हो. ऑब्वियसली ये यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ऑकलैंड इज हाईली रैंक, सो इफ यू स्टडी फ्रॉम देयर इट इज इन टॉप 100 यूनिवर्सिटी. देन ऑकलैंड यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इज देयर व्हिच इज क्वाइट फेमस. देन मेसी, ओटागो, ये यहाँ पर बहुत अच्छे अच्छे प्रोग्राम्स है which you can take and that would be quite helpful and useful for you. Now I've got another question from Juhi Mittal. She's asking, so can you please tell me about spouse visa in New Zealand and how much gap is accepted in New Zealand? Okay, so as per the previous experience which I have, we have sent students with 15-18 years of gap also. So New Zealand mein gap is not the problem. Also the spouse, you like if you're going for a master's program in New Zealand or a PG program which fall under the skill shortage list, you can take your spouse along with you. सो आपको अलग से उनकी एप्लीकेशन करने की वो नहीं है. जैसे ही आपका स्टडी वीजा अप्रूव होगा, यू कैन साइमल्टेनियसली अप्लाई फॉर योर स्पाउस वीजा आल्सो. प्लस इफ यू हैव किड्स, so anybody who has kids, they can also take their kids along and they can also get the study visa and they can study there as a domestic student, so they don't have to pay any इंटरनेशनल फी. वहां पर डोमेस्टिक स्टूडेंट की तरह ही पढ़ सकते हैं विदाउट पेइंग एनी एडिशनल फी. सो स्पाउस वीजा इज क्वाइट रिलैक्स. यू जस्ट नीड टू मेक श्योर कि आपके पास इनफ फंड्स हैं और आप वहां पर इजीली पढ़ाई कर सकते हो. ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द इंटरव्यू पार्ट, क्योंकि न्यूजीलैंड टेक द इंटरव्यू, सो वी कैन हेल्प यू आउट विद द इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन. वी कैन देयर इज अनदर वीडियो ऑन आवर चैनल which clearly describe how you can take care of the New Zealand interview process. So if you will subscribe to this channel, you can get latest update और आपको वो वीडियो भी मिल जाएगा easily. So in the end, sir, I would ask, पैसे कहाँ ज्यादा है? देखो, पैसे तो हर जगह ज्यादा है, कमाने वाला चाहिए. So that's my opinion. But if I have to tell you little more sincerely, then I would say that right now, if you'll focus more on this skill, then making money, I think, will not be too much of a problem. So if you'll focus more on gathering the latest skills, the market trend, and if you have the right knowledge, then you would be able to make money everywhere and anywhere, be it India, be it Canada, be it New Zealand. तो उसके लिए, पैसे कमाने के लिए आपको इतना खर्चा करने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप यहाँ पर भी कर सकते हो, पैसे ही कमाने हैं. तो it's always about the knowledge, the lifestyle, the kind of an exposure, the experience, the multiculturalism, what you see when you go abroad. तो ये बहुत सारे important factor हैं जो आपको consider करने चाहिए. So now I've got another question for Yashil. She's saying different courses, different duration for undergraduate courses and PG courses like 1 year diploma, 2 year diploma, advanced diploma. So Yashil, like if I have to tell you about the different course duration, so duration would be like if you are a class 12 student, you can go for a 2 year undergrad diploma, 3 years bachelor. So you have got two options. तो वहाँ की पढ़ाई क्या है वो लेवल्स में डिवाइडेड है. Starts from level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then 10. So level 5 and 6 is your undergraduate diploma. Level 7 is your bachelor's degree. Then we have level 8, which is a postgraduate diploma. Then level 9 is your master's and 10 is your PhD. So now undergraduate diploma is for 2 years, which is level 5 and 6. Bachelor's degree is for 3 years, which is level 7. Then we also have a graduate diploma, which is level 7. So now students who are graduate in India, they have three options. They can go for a graduate diploma, they can go for a postgraduate diploma, or they can go for a master's degree. So depending upon how skilled your course is, will decide how long your post-study work visa is going to be. So graduate, and also it also depends upon the location. So if you are studying outside Auckland, you get additional work rights. So we can do a different session on this altogether. But for now, this is how the education system works. So Akhilesh has the question I was thinking AUT, and I wanted to know if marketing course is good in NZ or Canada. So if you're thinking about AUT is one of the most dynamic university in Auckland. The campus is right at the heart of the Queen Street, and like my brother, he himself studied from AUT University, Auckland University of Technology. So the courses, all the courses, like you should focus on the course content. So what AUT has a set course content, and then compare it with the course content of any of the colleges in Canada. See how they are placing themselves in terms of the course content. So if you think that AUT has a better course content, then go for AUT. If you think that Seneca, Humber, George Brown, all these colleges have a better course content, then you can choose those options. So both of these, this totally depend upon the course content. Obviously, master's degree will give you 3 years of post-study work visa. So if you'll study for 1 year, you will get 3 years of post-study work visa. If you'll study in Canada for 2 years, then you will get 3 years of post-study work visa. So this is the equation which you need to take care of. That which one, how much investment you want to make, and how much work rights you are looking for. So this is something what you need to evaluate. And what about job opportunities for marketing graduate? Which country is good? I think if you want to settle for like you want a quick job, then I think both the options are good. Like you can, it depends upon what kind of skills you have. So like I said, New Zealand is a small economy. It's more relaxed, more peaceful. Whereas Canada is more dynamic, bigger economy, little more opportunities. But at the end of the day, it will depend upon how many, what kind of skills you have. So the better the skills you develop, the better the jobs you will get. So this is my funda. So focus on the skills rather than the salary and all those things. Opportunities are equal for everyone everywhere. In India, we have reservations and all. Outside India, there's nothing like that. So opportunities are endless. You just need to be at the right time at the right place. That's it. So I think we have covered a lot of topics here. This update was definitely about New Zealand have started taking the application for 2022 intake, and the major chunk is going to be for the pilot training master's degree. So if you are a graduate in India and wants to apply for a master's program, then you can definitely get in touch with us. The number is mentioned on the screen, 8810435500. If you have liked this session, then do hit the like button. I can only see 10 like button. I've got more than 20 people watching this live. So I need more likes. Guys, hit the like button and share it with your friends and your family who all are looking forward to see you settle down in New Zealand. So let's wind up today's session here itself. And if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then do subscribe. And we shall see you again pretty soon. We have got another session coming up at 6 o'clock. So if you are planning to, like, if you're preparing for IELTS exam, then you can also continue watching this channel. We are going to come up with another live video shortly that is about how to crack the IELTS reading. So please subscribe to this channel and we shall see you again quite soon. Have a wonderful evening. Happy Diwali. Who all are watching this video. It's festive season. So happy Diwali to everyone, to your family, to your friends, and enjoy your evening. Take care of yourself, and we shall see you guys pretty soon. Have a good night. Bye bye.